Hello and welcome to Bose Garage. Yamaha RX 135. There is a huge fan following for this particular motorcycle, not just the RX 135, for the RX 100 as well as the RXZ. There is this sudden craze for two-stroke motorcycling in India, so that every two-stroke motorcycle from the yesteryears are in huge demand these days. But the Yamaha RX 135 was out of production since 2005. That's 18 long years. And because of this reason, we are finding it difficult to get genuine spare parts for the Yamaha RX 135. There are some spare parts available, but the crucial parts like the engine parts, carburetor and all are out of production. But for us, we are lucky because the Yamaha RX King, which was an Indonesian market model of the Yamaha series, was in production till around 2008-2009. And luckily, it shares the same base engine with the Indian Yamaha RX 135. The same bore and stroke and all the engine parts are interchangeable. Of course, the RX King develops a better performance at around 18 bhp at around 7000 or 8000 rpm. compared to the Indian RX 135, but we can use all the parts on our Indian RX 135 as well as the RXZ. But there is a problem. Just like in India, in Indonesia also, for everything there is a duplicate also, which looks as good as the original and even comes in original packaging. So in this video, we will show you how to identify an original and duplicate Yamaha RX King carburetor. The Yamaha RX King carburetor is a direct fit for our Indian RX 135 and RXZ. Even my motorcycle is running on an RX King carburetor now, and it works absolutely fine. So we will help you out to identify the original and the duplicate. Let's get into the video. So I have two RX King carburetors sitting in front of me. Both of them looks to be in original packaging. Both of them, apart from the minor size difference in the packaging, everything looks the same. The Yamaha genuine markings, the address, even the name slip stickers and everything. Even the part numbers are the same. 3KA 410120, and this particular box, it is made in Indonesia, and this one is made in Thailand. So RX King carburetors, there are from the beginning of time, there was made in Japan, made in Indonesia and made in Thailand. Nowadays it is very hard to find made in Japan carburetors. Even if you find some new old stock carburetors, they will be super expensive. So mostly what is available in the market is either made in Indonesia or made in Thailand. And of course, from both countries we get original carburetors. But here in this case, one of these is a duplicate carburetor and another one is an original, which I bought from the Yamaha dealership in Indonesia. So let's first unbox these two carburetors and check the visual differences. So both the carburetors are wrapped in same Yamaha genuine plastic wrapping. It looks exactly the same, even the quality of the plastic is the same. Now let's check in detail both the carburetors. So if you look at both of the carburetors, you can immediately notice the color difference. This one came from the made in Indonesia packaging, and this one looks very bright. And this is from the made in Thailand packaging, and this looks a bit dull, the body color. However, this is the duplicate carburetor. The made in Indonesia packaging, the Yamaha genuine packaging is all fake, and this is an original, which I bought from the Yamaha dealership in Indonesia. Now let's check in detail the differences between the two. Let us start from the top side. So in the original carburetor, on the top cup, you can see that there is a MIC marking, Mikoni carburetors marking. Whereas in the duplicate, even the cup is a totally different design and you don't see any MIC marking. Another thing is, this is a cable slack adjuster. If you try to rotate this one, you can feel that there is a bit of a jerking. This is jerking like this, it's not properly fixed, and when you rotate it is not so smooth. That's because of the poor quality manufacturing. But in case of the original, you will not notice any excessive play. It feels so solid, and if you rotate it, it is very smooth. You don't feel any tightness or anything anywhere. Obviously it is the proper build quality. It is a genuine Mikuni carburetor. Now let's check the inlet mouth. So this is the original one. If you notice, immediately you can see that inside there is an embossing which shows 26, which stands for Mikuni VM26. This is there in the original carburetor. However, in the duplicate carburetor, you won't find that 26 embossing anywhere in this area. Also, if you notice, you can see the air holes, everything are not properly drilled, and compared to the original, the dimensions are totally different. Of course, the slider is in two different colors, but that's okay because it comes in different colors, in aluminum finish as well as this gold finish. I have seen original carburetors also with that finish, so that is not a giveaway. It can be the original also can come with a golden color slider. It's absolutely normal. But in the original, on the inlet mouth, you can see that there is a paint and some alphabets marked in paint. This is there only in the original. Most probably it is some batch code or some production code. I'm not sure about that. But in the duplicate one, you will not see it here. And if you look at the general quality of the casting of the carburetor body, the duplicate is miles away from the original. The original is very well built. You can see that all the surfaces are properly machined or properly casted, but the duplicate, it is not so good. Now let's check the choke lever. In the original, in the choke lever, you can see that there is a pull choke embossing, but in the duplicate it is missing. It is just plain. If you notice, it is just plain. And so this particular VM26 is for the Yamaha RX King, but Mikuni makes various designs of the VM26 or Mikuni makes various models of the VM26 for other applications, for example for some other manufacturer's motorcycle. So if you look at the casting, you can see that there are some provisions left on the casting which are not used. They are not even drilled, or there is no provision provided. This is because the same casting is used for other VM26 model carburetors, and they use the same casting. So here they have only used what is necessary for the Yamaha RX King. And you can see the Mikuni Corp engraving or the embossing on the body. However, if you look at the duplicate carburetors, those extra provisions are totally missing, and there is no Mikuni Corp marking or embossing over here. However, they have given a Mikuni embossing on the opposite side. This is on the duplicate. Another difference on this side is you can see that there is a flat surface provided here with some engraving, which is B341. I'm not sure what exactly it means. It could be some production or batch code, but this is missing in the duplicate carburetor. There is no flat surface, there is no engraving in the duplicate one. Now let's look the other side. So here you can see that there is no Mikuni marking, whereas in the duplicate we have a Mikuni marking over here. But in the original, you can see another flat surface close to the 2T oil inlet port. It reads 3KAH20. The last version of the Yamaha RX King sold in Indonesia is called the 3KAH, and that is why the carburetor also have the same engraving, which might be the model code for this particular carburetor. But in the duplicate one, the flat surface is not there. as well as the engraving obviously is not there. That is also a giveaway that this is a duplicate. Now let's check the bottom bowl. When you look from the bottom side, of course there is some slight differences in the bowl, as well as the original bowl is much better casted and the finishing is also better. Another thing that you might notice is the main body of the original carburetor is wider than the duplicate one. If you look here, there is an extension over here and it is wider than the duplicate carburetor. So these are some points that will help you to identify an original carburetor from among the duplicate carburetors. There are so many sellers in India who sells Yamaha RX King parts, but make sure you buy always the genuine parts from them. Maybe they are not doing it intentionally, but there are so many people in Indonesia itself who make fake parts for the Yamaha RX King that comes in original packaging like what I showed you. So the sellers in India may not be even aware that what they are selling is duplicate. So unknowingly they are selling, there might be people who are selling duplicate stuff. So this will help you to identify the original part, as well as you will be investing your money wisely. And I think I will add some more photographs of the original carburetors from all the sides, and I will mark the differences so that it will be helpful for you, or you can use it as a guide. So we hope you have watched the entire video, and we hope it was informative and useful for you. If it was, do consider liking this video and sharing it with your friends, and also kindly subscribe to our channel. So thanks for watching Bose Garage. See you soon with another video.